Cool, the focus finally works. Hey guys, what's up? It's Jan here watching an Initiate ID video, and I'm really tired. You've probably seen my expression right now, but wanted to get this video done, or at least have this sort of documented, because you can only really do an unboxing once before it becomes a little disingenuous. I did unbox, at least open the top part, because it was supposed to come in 2 packages, and the second package didn't come in, so I just wanted to double check that what had to be packaged was not in this box, and it wasn't, so good to know. Anywho, you can probably see it from the sliver of the sticker that you can see here. This is from 45HomeLab. This is sort of a subgroup of 45 drives, which makes the Storinator and a bunch of other sort of enthusiast grade and sort of enterprise, which I mean still enterprise gear or enterprise grade storage solutions. So I bought the 45 drives HL15, or sorry, the 45HomeLab HL15, which is what's in here. I'm super excited. I ordered this a couple weeks back, and I've just been anticipating this ever since. And it's basically going to help me consolidate a lot of the servers that are in my server closet. Not to say that, it's not cool to have multiple machines in there, but electricity is really expensive in the New York, New Jersey area, and wanted to consolidate a bit more, and also, more efficiency and everything. Just, it's better to consolidate, especially when you have really old hardware. The machine that I'm running right now for my NAS and virtualization is pretty old. It's LJ 2011-3, so this is a very, very discontinued generation of product there. So wanted to do something a bit more modern, and here it is. So this is sort of like I mentioned, sort of an impromptu unboxing. So I set up this table and then roll down the paper, so that's why the lighting might not be prime, and I'll try to fix it in post, but there it is. It's a paper that tells you what's in the packaging and tells you your address or your box content, just to make sure everything's all good. So there is that. Over here, it's a little paper that says, "Congratulations on becoming an owner of an HL15. So I'll just read the paper really quickly. It says, "With your new HL15, you've joined a community of people with big, strong, fast storage hardware in their home lab. To discuss and collaborate with all things 45HomeLab, open source, hardware configuration, software, plugins, and more, head to the community hub at forum.45homelab.com. Cool. Your HL15 is almost ready to go. On the sheet, there is a link to some helpful best practice videos and user manual, which contains more in-depth information. If you chose the fully configured option, you should immediately change your default login credentials to something more secure. The default credentials are," it says 45 drives, it's your username and password. It says your HL15 was built and tested by, I don't know what that says, so cool. And then there's a QR code here, so that's cool. In this box, let's see what we got here. I just have a little X-Acto knife here. I didn't get any of my other knives set for this. And in here, I'm assuming this is just all the extra accessories that come included. Yep, so the extra bag of modular cables from the, I believe it's an ARM750E power supply from Corsair. I actually have a 1000 that I'm actually going to replace this with, mainly because I'm going to install a graphics card and then even more SSD, so it needed to have the extra in there. What is in here? So we got some frog tape wrapping up some something here. Let me just use the knife. Remember, cut towards yourself and others. I'm kidding. Don't cut towards yourself. But I'm tired. I see. So this is when you rack mount this goes in the front so that you can sort of screw it in if you need to. So I'll do that at the end. That's the 2 sides. I guess the documentation, so the safety and compliance information from the RM750E power supply. And this, the HL15 hardware, so it says it happens with 4 HL15 feet, some screws, cable ties, standoffs, all you really need. It's in there, some zip ties, I'm assuming this is what came with the power supply, and a standard power cable. I like how everything is nice and padded with the sort of bubble wrap that's there. And then time for the main star of the show. Put that knife down there. Let's see. Alright. This is going to be interesting because I'm only one person. and I have a camera in front of me. So if I do something really stupid, well, you'll see it on camera. And sorry, like I said, I'm tired. I want to get this documented. Hopefully it's good enough. It's in 4K, but I didn't put a microphone on. So we're just shooting with a shotgun. And this is much smaller than I thought it was going to be. But, oh, this is cool. So, you're going to see, oh, no, actually it's not. I mean, it is still cool, but I mean, it's not what I expected it to be. So, on the back, just to sort of cover the rear I/O, there's this little rear packaging insert, not used for assembly. So that's cool. It's literally metal, so I mean, nice. Yeah. So for those who don't know, 45 Drives is, they have a sister company called Protocase, so that they make their own cases and all, and they actually have the fab for all of that fun stuff. So they actually have quite a bit of manufacturing capacity to actually make this. So yeah, it's exciting to see. Oh, I'm so excited. Alright, so here it is. I'm gonna lift this up and then shove this box over. And here it is. The HL15 that, I'll probably just drop that. Let me get the foam on here so you can get a better look at this wonderful work of art. Alright, so here it is. I did opt for the custom faceplate, so it has the Niche ID logo as well as the Anycon Network logo, and then our mascots Karen and Ikio down there. So I am very happy. Honestly, I've been staring at this thing from like my monitor that I'm using, but yes, very pleased with the way this came out. It says 45HomeLab down here, and I think I kept that from the template, so there is that. But oh, it came out so well, and it's gonna look so good in the server rack. So I'm so happy for that. Anywho, let's get this open. Do I need to get a screwdriver for this? Alright, so it's an interesting mechanism. So it's captive thumb screws on the front, and then that's what, yeah, that's what I thought. That's how you release the top. That's cool. So it's like captive thumb screws up there. I want to keep some safe. It doesn't fall immediately. Alright, so for my configuration, let me shift this back center. I'm just super excited for this. So for my configuration, I did opt for the fully built system. However, I have my own CPU and drives. Well, they don't include drives. Well, you could buy drives with this, I believe, if I'm mistaken, from their site. So here's your 15 bays for your hard drives. I have drives over here that's ready to be installed. I'm actually waiting for 4 more to come in. So that's that. I did opt for the X11 SPH NCTPF, which is the SFP version of the motherboard that they offer. So that's cool. I'm going to put this into, it's going to plug in directly to my core switches, which is the Ubiquiti USW aggregation. So it's all SFP 10 gig ports in there, so that's cool. Here's our ARM 750E that's up here. I'm going to replace that with a 1000E shortly. I am going to turn this on. Actually, what I'm probably going to do is, I don't know what I'm going to do yet exactly, but I'm going to upgrade the CPU, and I'm also going to upgrade this power supply. I'll probably do a separate video about how I'm going to have this configured with all the VMs and the storage solution I have for this, but I think that's mostly going to wrap up this video. It's mostly just to unbox it and get you inside, and then maybe this video will continue after this shoot. With it rack mounted and then all the upgrades that I make. But I'm super excited to finally get this into the building, my home, where my home lab is. And yeah, that's mostly that. it's really tiring. It's like really early in the morning. I need to, the main reason I'm doing this really early is because to get the rack out of the room, I need to unplug everything, and so the network is down to get that rack out so I can get this all installed. So I'll do that and probably have a separate video about the whole system in there. So I'm tired. Thanks for watching, and maybe the video will continue shortly. So there we go.